Hey, we all know that with the development of the internet, a lot of people are trying to get attention on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Everyone is fighting for new subscriber and extra views. And I'm okay with that. You know, it's hard to judge filming YouTube video right now. But I think we all know that getting this attention became harder in past years, and influencers started to come up with new ways of gaining this fame. And we'll see today if they're crazy, disturbing, and disgustingly annoying or not. But of course it's for you to judge, not me, if knocking people down is normal. Gladly he has a disclaimer that all actions were performed by an expert. Well, you know, those experts who perform head throws on unaware strangers. Can't wait to see the next video, but with policemen, just to see their funny reaction. Is it something wrong with me that I don't find this video funny, or am I just not a 6th grader? I don't know if any of those people are real, I mean not his friends, but is his favorite trick to doing his posts, and some of them look very real to me. Can you imagine that now a random Instagram influencer can run up to you and almost break your neck on the street? Sorry, but disclaimer is not disclaimering. Stop making views on trash content.
Hey, y'all want some pizza? I ain't got no pizza, but I still got this peanut butter. Y'all want some toast? I ain't got no toast, but I still got this peanut butter. Need some dog food? I ain't got no dog food, but I still got this peanut butter. Come here, I love you. I love you.
So you said something was bothering you. Can you explain your feelings a bit more? I ain't got no feelings. But, sorry, can you say it a bit louder? I ain't got no voice, but I still got this rubber pig. Okay, I get it. We find it funny to have a mental breakdown over a peanut butter. Ha ha ha. I would look at you and you want a chocolate bar, but everything you have is peanut butter. Honestly, I would probably cry about it too. But how did the dog deserve this stress? Guys, I'm concerned. And this time I need to make a disclaimer because in a second you might feel like that dog.
I'm gonna drive a truck? Well, you can't drive a truck because I still got this peanut butter! Oh, shopping! Peanut butter! I'm gonna get it all! Where's the peanut butter? Where's the peanut butter? Where's the peanut butter? Come on! God damn it! Son of a...
Can I ask you something? Do we still call this a content? I just can't fit in my head that some people spend days for their content and some people just yell. I had enough when I saw the scary dog, but for some reason he didn't stop and decided to traumatize everyone on site. Realizing that you have a free will is an interesting thing, but my only desire right now is to basically do everything the first guy did. And the crazy thing is, after this act of disrespect, people came up to this influencer asking for a photo. Just what? This is the person people find funny or like a nice person to have a photo with? Excuse me, are you Jeffrey Dahmer? What? No, I don't think he's even alive. Oh, what a bummer. But you still look like a maniac. Can I take a photo with you? And what's worse, I don't think that even a quote telling NPCs weird things would stop them from taking a photo with him. Call me whatever you want. I still will show this video to my mom because it got 3.5 million views and you can see my arm here. At least he doesn't scare a puppy. Don't think that I'm concerned only about animals. I can't be the only one crying over a dog in the movie more than I should. Whoa! You know what would be funny? If someone accidentally slipped and dropped milk all over his apartment and he would need to clean it up. I understand that views and likes are important, but why do you choose to sacrifice people's comfort for that? I get it. There are two types of people who can be famous. An incredible artist or even a good person, or those who are famous because they're the most hated person in US or put themselves in a museum. And being disrespectful to employees is one of the worst types of influencers in my opinion.
Alright girls, so we're starting off with the kettlebell swings into a squat. These are literally chef's kiss, one of my favorite exercises. We're targeting upper body, core, and glutes, legs all at once, okay?
I know everyone talks about horrible gym etiquette, but what the hell is that?
Here I am, sumo squats. Come on, you know you cannot go wrong with these. Chef's kiss as well. Alright, then we're going to go ahead and we're going to finish up with the split squat lunges. Girl, had to end with a bang. See you in the next video.
Did you notice how we don't care about the exercises she's doing, but how she's going to the most overcrowded places where she could find more people to annoy? If there was an option to unsee this video, I would do this. I understand that they think we, all other people, are NPCs, but don't they think it's kinda rude? Do they just lack empathy or really believe that we're in some sort of video game? That would actually explain a lot, since they do some crazy stuff without thinking about consequences.
Cook a meal inside of Walmart. Okay.
Can't cook in here?
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna go.
After making this video, I'll have only one way of reacting on influencers like this one. Become one of those fans who lose their crap just to see their team winning. And please, I believe in you.
You want some?
Eating?
We got some guys trying food You think he's ever said that before?
I need you guys out now. How do you even think this is okay?
The food?
It's like quality. What do you mean?
You guys are getting kicked out and you're probably getting banned. All right, I'm calling cops.
If I ever come to the USA, first thing I'll do is go to Walmart and see what's happening there. Like, I will spend hours looking at people exercising there, cooking, gardening, and riding a horse. It's probably the best entertainment place if you're brave enough to spend some time there, because you never know if you're going to become the next influencer's victim. Crap, my video where a car almost hits me gets less likes than usual. I'm out of ideas. What do I do? Oh, I know. Jumping in a cage with chimps. I don't know since when putting yourself and others in danger became a trend. Imagine if a car hits an influencer filming something on the street. Of course it's awful. I'm sorry for bringing it up. But isn't it the most stupid way to pass? Please don't make your relatives cringe every time they think about you to the rest of their lives. And there are so many videos of people dancing in the most unbelievable variations. Look, they're not scared of anything. I don't really get the idea of this performance. It's like, look at me living my best life while you cry yourself to sleep while eating chips that you don't really even like that much, but it's the only thing that's left at home. That was too specific. But I have to say, I didn't think that I would see a person in a Spider-Man costume imitating Tom Holland who imitates Rihanna being in the middle of a street. But he's not even close to the creativity of this couple.
Your non-traditional things we did at our wedding part 6. If you know how we do, we didn't just do a first dance, we did a first dance. After leaving our church, yes, our church, St. Patrick's Cathedral, for those of you who can't believe that, we shut down Fifth Avenue, one of the busiest streets in Manhattan, to dance our newlywed heart.
Wow, this is a huge main character syndrome. I understand that some of these big gestures were made for content on Instagram, but imagine shutting down a whole street, and not just a street, but one of the busiest streets just to dance in the middle of it. I mean, at least no one will hit them with a car like the previous dancers, but they had their own church. Isn't there enough space for it? Enough of being a passive influencer who need other cars to put themselves and other people in danger. Let's be the danger itself. It's hard to walk around the city and searching for people to shoulder throw. Time to make it major. You know why exactly I'm making this video and think that this kind of content should be considered to be inappropriate. Someone acts like a total idiot and gets for it likes, views, and fame. Others watch it and think, I want to have fame for nothing too. Those influencers multiply the amount of annoying and dangerous people. Of course, cooking in Walmart doesn't cause any serious harm to anyone, but it's the peak of the iceberg because people really do inappropriate and illegal things just to post it on Insta or TikTok.
Guess what? You can't take your phone cameras inside or you get persecuted. They do sacrifices here.
This is a bright example of what I was saying. Basically, 2 years ago, this influencer went to church in Chamula, Mexico and filmed some videos making fun of what happens inside. But you have to understand that between rituals and sacrifices that people might find interesting to watch, this is how locals ask saints for help. I'm not a religious person, but I respect people's traditions and beliefs. And if you're not ready to respect the rules different cultures have, better stay at home. Imagine that the only thing people ask you is to not use your camera and you fail it. Good thing viewers understand that this video was completely inappropriate, but still it got viral. And now you can see how stupid and annoying videos can grow into something dangerous and disgusting. And influencers don't hesitate to put themselves in danger too. This guy's nickname is literally the greatest entertainer, and everything he does is push people on purpose. And then we say something about Gen Alpha trash content. At least keeping the toilet doesn't harm anyone physically. Can't believe it's not a normal practice anymore. And also I can't believe how much I'd like to see those muscles in use. Of course I'm joking. Probably. Another thing to see in Walmart. Guys, you really need to sell some tickets there. I'm just curious, why all of those influencers can't yell or do whatever this is in their backyards? It's just a rage bait content, and that's it. Of course, people can't miss the video without commenting how annoying they are, but that's exactly what makes their videos blow up. I understand that urge to comment how much anger you feel, but that pushes them to make more and more content.
Dog, because it's really all these treadmills. And you want to be right here. Why? Why do you choose this one? Out of all of these, you want to be right here? Like, for real? For real, all these treadmills, and you want to be right there? That's just so weird. For real, fucking up my vibe.
Oh no, how could anyone forget that whenever an influencer comes to some place, it's their place. Their church, their street, their supermarket, and if you're there, you belong to them too. And they have all rights to film you and basically do whatever they want. I'm so sorry for this woman. I don't know what I would do in a situation like this. Probably cry about it in the locker room. If no one is going to film me, obviously, because you know, privacy is not a thing anymore.
I'm sneaking to the boys' bathroom. Like, I'm gonna sneak inside here and see what it's like. Right, they have stalls in the bathroom. That's crazy.
Like, this is the boys' bathroom. Like, this is so crazy. This is the boys' bathroom. They stalls in here. Okay, the boys. I'm in the boys' bathroom. I'm the girl.
I bet she was so sad that no one was using a urinal while she was filming. It's not like there is a big difference between men and women bathrooms. It's just the fact that someone is filming you while you use the toilet. I can't even imagine what they're going to do next. Can you imagine? I'm in the boys' bathroom. Let's see what they're doing there. Oh wow. Why is it so big? Dude, what did you eat for dinner? And to be clear, it's illegal to film in the bathrooms, so basically she became a pervert in the eyes of society. You're not an influencer anymore, you're a creep. Humans have evolved over centuries. We're making new technologies just to have people making a video of themselves crawling on the floor of a shopping center with animal TikTok masks. I think we're doing something wrong. I sometimes do stupid jokes and act silly on the internet, but I would never be so desperate for views to humiliate myself like this. And I really hope it's not only my opinion. And this creator especially has so much content like this. He literally post multiple videos every day with the same songs and quotes. Ohio Viking or Ohio Dog. Welcome to New Ohio. Ohio Viking or Ohio Minion. Dude, what kind of Ohio are you talking about? You're balding. Leave it for your kids or something. POV, you're just a Latina in Europe. Yes, people definitely stare at her because she's Latina. There is obviously no other reason. Also, I love how she doesn't wear clothes that shows her off, because obviously she doesn't need all of this attention and people filming her for views on her TikTok. And even her whole TikTok account is dedicated to her acting inconspicuous. Girl, even if you would write on your forehead, "Don't look at me," I don't think someone would look at your forehead either way. Why can't they just admit what they're doing and for what? We all get it anyways. Now I want to have a small quiz. Do you think influencers should be banned from streets, restaurants, or everywhere? Spoiler, all answers are right.
My friend and I were being goofy when this happened.
It's digging.
You guys, I am obsessed. Literally yummy in my tummy.
Can you stop? It's not. We're trying to eat.
Stop calling it I was goofy. You were annoying people in public. It's not the same. You can be funny and laugh with your friends, but whenever the camera starts filming, those influencers start to act completely different. Why can't they let people eat in peace and leave the place in a good mood? I'm not that person who thinks that manners mean a lot, like no elbows on the table or something like this. But what the hell was that? Wouldn't lie, I'd prefer a burp man over annoying influencers who talk very loudly or act like a weirdo. But I'm impressed how much they enjoy embarrassing themselves. But let's not forget about typical street influencers. Those who block a whole street for a photo. I could never take photos in public like that. And those who can't deal living in a world full of people. Trying to take a fit check in NYC. Never doing this again. At least the second one learned the rule. Don't want people around you take a fit check at home. I think it's a lot worse when people like the first one are absolutely shameless and don't even have a thought that they're doing something wrong. And I don't know if this video was made a rage bait on purpose or not, but that's what's been going on in the comments. Nah, this is actually rude. This is actually annoying to be standing there and waiting for someone to take 150 photos. This is ridiculous. Narcissism is believing no one else in the world exists in the real form or way, right? And I agree with those comments, but guys, I have to warn you. Usually it's what influencers expect from you. This awful content became so popular because we react to it. We can't hold our emotions and I totally get it. But for our safety, we have to stop writing comments under their posts, to stop their videos from growing more and more. I just wish to see less people with main character syndrome, who believe they're allowed to do anything. And please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I am a small creator and it is really important for me. Bye!